Hi, I'm Greg Lindholm. Thanks for joining me today. I have a few things I wanted to share. This past week in our clinic, I have had a number of people really concerned about the upcoming holiday, Thanksgiving. Obviously, a holiday that's surrounded by thoughts of food and lots of temptation. So, for those of us on a weight loss journey, I thought I might share some of the tips and some of the suggestions that came out of the conversations that I had with patients this past week. One of the first things I wanted to share that I think would help a lot of people on Thanksgiving Day is to start the day off right. Start the day off with breakfast. We don't think about that. You would think that usually our big feast is at noon or sometime early afternoon. And if you don't have breakfast, you're going to be famished by the time early afternoon rolls around. So eat breakfast. Have something with protein, something that's going to stick with you. Whether it be a protein shake or an egg or two, something along those lines that will stick with you. The other thing along those lines is be hydrated. Be sure you drink a lot of water that morning. Our brains have this way of sending us a mixed signal. We could actually be thirsty, but we interpret that as hunger. So you might think you're hungry, but instead you could just be thirsty. So be sure you stay well hydrated the morning before you have your Thanksgiving dinner. Second thought that I had was just go light. If you have any control whatsoever as to what's going to be served at that Thanksgiving dinner, take something that you know to be healthy. Take something that you feel comfortable with, because if you're totally left at the mercy of the host, there might not be much healthy there. So take a veggie tray, take a low-calorie dessert or a side. Do a quick Google search. You'll find lots of options there. So I'd encourage you to take control over what you can that day. The third thing is just go easy on yourself. Understand this is Thanksgiving. It's okay to partake. It's okay to enjoy the day. The psychology people who study behavior change would say never tell yourself that you can't have something, because if you do, you'll probably just obsess over it. If it's something that you really enjoy, something that you crave, if you say you can't have it to yourself, eventually the willpower will break, and you might even go to the point of binging. So give yourself permission to have that small piece of pecan pie, which is my favorite, or pumpkin pie, or whatever the dessert might be, the mashed potatoes, the yams, the gravy. It's okay, just set limits. Give yourself permission, but set limits. Have a small amount of it, go slow, savor it, enjoy it. It's usually the first few bites that taste the best anyway, so just leave it at that. And then don't feel guilty about it, and then move on. So the fourth thing I would suggest is be active that day. So shortly after you eat, maybe earlier in the day, make a pact with somebody that after you eat, you're gonna go for a walk. Go for a 10 or 15 minute walk. Doesn't have to be a lot, but it's enough to burn off some of the calories that you had just consumed. And the fifth and final and probably most important thing is don't make that day about the food. It's not really just about the food. It's so easy to get into that mindset that it's Thanksgiving and it's all about a feast, but make it more about togetherness, about being with family and friends and connecting with them. These are probably people you don't get to see every single day, so it's an opportunity to get to know what's going on in their life, ask them lots of questions, be engaged, make that the event, not about the food. So I wish you the best. Have a great Thanksgiving. I look forward to talking to you soon.